No, everybody got a story to tell, and there will be trouble. You know what I mean? That's why I took that name on. There will be trouble. Because back in the day, used to be like, yo, what's gonna happen next? You know what I'm saying? It was something that I had to get in my head that there will be trouble. There will be. There always will be trouble. But it's how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? My grandpops used to say that all the time. Man, what's going on is how you dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? Like things gonna happen. You got no control over what's gonna happen. It's how you ride that wave though. You know what I'm saying? How you deal with that energy. So for the most part, I had a black tank top on it. They could see it looks crazy on this white shirt. I need a white tank. Anyway. For the most part, you know, when you're dealing with these particular energies, you know what I'm saying? Like you wanna fight or flight mode, and that fight or flight mode automatically pulls you into your flesh. Like we feel everything like this. So even your fear comes like, oh, I don't want to get touched. I don't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's gonna happen? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But and that retrospect is so entwined into your nervous system. Like there's not a time for a person to really think. It says, well, something about to happen, Devon. Please stop, Devon. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it's supposed to go. Whether or not you know it, but that's how it's supposed to be. And it's not so eccentric as how I'm making it, you know what I'm saying, how I'm laying it out to be all funny or whatever. But for the most part, to practice on being in tune with the source, you know what I'm saying, and listening to your first thought. See, the mechanics of the divine is already in you. It's not like what you need to find is outside of you, like divine created you. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is you distort this reality by dealing with the outside value of things. When you start taking in what the world has to offer, when you start listening, letting your ears be manipulated, changing the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Most people are built or created off a fear background. So they come from not being able to focus the right way. You see what I'm saying? Other people, you know what I'm saying, they got so much pain and hate inside of them that they don't know how to dish or even distinguish in between people giving them love or what's real or separate from fake love. So they always on the vice of device. You see what I'm saying? And you got some people who just, it's what I'm trying to say is it's a melody going on out here. And I did a video a minute ago talking about how people it's wars in the war. You know what I'm saying? You got wars inside of you and wars inside of people. So people always want to converse with somebody, not understanding what the war they dealing with. I see a war before it's coming. And it's easy to see a war within a person because you can tell by the way they carry yourself. If you got unconditional love with you, you carry yourself with a level of respect. You carry yourself with a way that it's like you driving for other people. That's what unconditional love naturally makes you be. Like, they're like, yo, I won't be like this, and ain't no person gonna do this to me, and I'm this and I'm that. Well, go ahead, that's fine. You can feel whatever you want to feel about yourself. Like, really, who cares at the end of the day? You know, call yourself Boo Boo the Fool or call yourself Barney the Clown. Like, does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be whatever and say whatever you want. I remember it was a dude in Canada talking about he wanted to marry his computer, his laptop or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? To marry his, you know what I'm saying? Like, people think crazy in this world. That's not for me to be like, oh my God, you know? So my point is, I won't do none of those things, but you're free to think whatever you want. Ultimately, that doesn't make it right. You see what I'm saying? So I'm basically talking to people who feel or who are trying to get to a place to where they're more in line with themselves. I'm talking to people who see things that's happening in a way and they feel it before it happens, but they can't really get a grasp on controlling, or they see things they could have did or didn't get a grasp before they lost it. I'm talking to these people. I'm talking to people who really feeling this work that's going on out here. I'm talking to people who really trying to get a message across, but it's hard to get it across because where they came from, it just won't come out. I'm talking to all the real people who feel spirituality, not people who are enticed by the real stuff someone say. It's real over here. I keep saying that. This ain't for attraction. It's for real. Divine got me teaching people for real. I talk to people in the streets and I move people's feelings because of the reality of what you're dealing with. Everybody want to put this misogynistic value on, or this whole twist of value of reality because the world put this out here. I ain't trying to run you from your slave master. Do what you want. At the end of the day, go over there. Don't come over here, though, because people that gravitate with this and vibing with this, we on that type of wavelength. You see what I'm saying? And they vibe with this because they feeling this same energy. They feeling this story. They feeling this message. They feeling this walk that we have walked in similar value, probably separate from each other. So they feeling that walk. They like, yo, I know you. I seen you. I remember walking like that. So when we talk, the value be real. It be so real, it go past the level of what normal people think about information. So we kind of connect without even connecting. It's like just connected already. I ain't got to say that. The ones who vibing with me, they vibing with me because they understand this pressure right here. It's something different. And Divine don't say, yo, go out and tell your story because nobody want to hear it. He say, go out and tell that story because I got some more of you out there that need to hear it like that. So you know what? Salute, Nagas. You already know the vibes. I'm here to tell you that. But don't get discouraged in this time. Don't slip in this time. Got a lot of fire and fury in you. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Everything is cool. Your actions is not needed right now. What's needed is for you to resonate within yourself. I spoke this in other Jones, like in the beginning of this time that was coming. I said the time that's coming, just don't react. I've been speaking on these values that's here now. And subsequently, you see the weaker energies throwing out boomerangs. You see it. But that's all right. Because you know how to meditate. You know how to get yourself in line. You know how to stay calm. You know how to still yourself. You know how to focus on the value of you. You know how to put love into you. And that's what we're focusing on. That's what we're focusing on right now. You see that light that you got in you. You're learning to turn that light up. When it get dark and it starts to go into those hours and you start to feel like these energies, when you get in that meditation, imagine you as a light and that light shining. Imagine you growing that light so bright, it get tall and it get taller and it get taller so big, it starts to, like it's standing on the earth by itself. Like a big, bright light just standing on the earth by itself. That's you. Keep getting brighter. Keep getting brighter. Get more brighter until you envelop the whole earth. Get brighter than that. Get even brighter till you equal the size of the sun. Get brighter than that. Get so bright that what's ever out there in the universe dark, you start to shine light on it. Only you know what's in your universe. Shine. You already know the vibes. NAGA.